Okay, guys, welcome. It is a GGZII rant. You are going to get one. I've decided to produce one because, to be honest, right, I was sat there and I wanted to be nice to TC. I wanted to be nice to the people that were excited about the game. I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer. I didn't want to kill the hype. I didn't want to ruin what might be an enjoyable, nostalgic moment for you to go and play this game that came out in 2006 and is finally back out. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to let people enjoy it. I'm not streaming the game. I'm not playing the game. I am playing it in my own little bubble. And I was like, I'm going to enjoy it. We're going to see how it goes. Maybe in the future I might make some videos. Let's see. I've played 10 hours of the game. I played 5 hours on launch. And last night, over the course of the day, I played another 5 hours on and off with a friend. It is not good. It is not a good game. And you know what? I was going to give some ideas. I was going to give some solutions. But the way the coalition spoke to me over the last few years, and with them kicking me off the game, they have showed zero respect to me. Why should I show this company that fundamentally doesn't know how to make a Gears of War product any respect back? Why should I? Why should I sit there and not say the things that are on my mind because some conglomerate billionaire company decided that they didn't like the fact I called some unhinged mental fucking retard a skunk? I'm sorry. You can't be a skunk if you're a human being. I mean, what are we doing here? Has the world moved on in 2025? You can't be a skunk. I'm sorry. I've always stood up for that. It's fucking ridiculous that the reason I can't stream gameplay for Gears of War Reloaded is because somebody decided they were a skunk. Anyway, moving on to Reloaded, TC had this idea. We're gonna give the players a beta. We're gonna let the players play the game and provide feedback. By the way, guys, betas are not like the betas back in the day. Everything's already pre-planned. They already know what they're doing. On the first week of beta, they weren't sat there going, you know what? We'll dish out these maps and this gameplay because we think this is the best product to sell and showcase and receive feedback for the game. And then players play it for a week, and then the game comes back after a week and they go, oh, based on all the feedback, we're going to add more maps. We're going to put King of the Hill. No, it was already pre-planned and the game was already finished. What's absolutely hilarious about this, and call me a knobhead if you want, call me an overreactor if you want. Ultimately, it's a game from 2006. I think it's very average and bland and boring, and it has nothing going for it on the global scale anymore in terms of the gaming scene. So I'm over that. Just think of it. Put bias aside, put your hate for whatever, me aside and whatever, right? Think about this logically. They just produced a patch. They just produced a patch that basically transformed Gears UE/Reloaded into Gears 2 with a sniper shotgun, a completely different shotgun spread, a completely different balance for the entire game, fundamentally not understanding that all the moving parts come together to create the game that was the good game called Gears of War 1. And what did they do? Did they put this change, this balance idea into the beta, let players play it for 2 weeks, provide feedback? No, they got all of the feedback and then just slammed the patch in on launch, and it is horrific. Okay, I was ready to sit down last night and just vibe with a friend in Discord, play a bit of Gears, shoot some people, not deep it, not get bothered by it, and just enjoy ourselves. And you know what? For 3 hours, we didn't say anything to each other negative. We were enjoying the experience. We were reminiscing about some Gears. And then After about the 4th hour, we both kind of said to each other, yeah, I've been real. This isn't actually very fun, is it? This isn't very fun. Like, it's objectively actually not, it's not engaging me. Ranked Execution's not engaging me. People are quitting. King of the Hill, the games are full. We've got lag. I'm going to get into some issues here that you'll be feeling, and I will actually voice them because, you know, I'm not a shill, unlike some people that got the game early. Anyway, now, let's talk about the first factor. Let's talk about that bloody shotgun. Sorry, I meant to say long shot sniper rifle, because what the fuck is that, mate? They're not playing this game, guys. I don't want to concern you or deep it. They're not playing this game. And if they are playing this game, they're cooked in the head, bro. And we know that because some of the changes they've done over the whatever the decade of owning this franchise, they're cooked in the head, aren't they? Just think about this, man. I'm not going to show you the footage because I'm not doxing my gamer tag, but you know I'm an honest person and I have all of the footage. I recorded last night, and I'm not kidding you, I think I was one shot down 200 times. I'm not kidding you. You know it. I know it. You're in a shotgun fight, and I've played against some guy called like Broken Fridge 32. He has no idea what he's doing. He looks at me. He aims his gun. He shoots. I am on the floor from Jupiter. This is happening consistently because they had this miraculous idea to basically sort of have almost no fall off range for the shotgun without telling them. They just did that change. They just fancy putting that in there. You know why? Because we've got PlayStation players coming. We've got new players coming. We need numbers to be up. What better way to get numbers up than have the new players be able to do the simple things right? Forget the movement. Forget strafe. All of that's gone as well. We'll get into that. Barry 1279486 on his PlayStation. If he hard aims his shotgun, you're going down. If you're in a 2v1 and you're moving around, if you somehow manage to avoid the freak one shot from across the map, if the player you're fighting hits you with a shotgun shell, the only thing that matters now is can he land that second shot. And maybe he can't. Maybe through some miracle you avoid that second shot. Somebody in a distance will clip you with basically an unbelievably strong rifle with no recoil, an unbelievably strong pistol that is just, it's almost like a Lancer 2.0 that can headshot. A shotgun, I'm telling you, and I have the footage. I want you to picture this. Picture War Machine and picture where the Troika is, and you go all the way up the stairs. I am stood at the top of those stairs about 2 foot back. On God, I looked at somebody pick up grenades. I shot him with my shotgun. I headshot him. In 20 years of Gears of War 1, that's never happened. You don't headshot somebody halfway across War Machine. It's not a thing. It never has been a thing. And if anybody at the studio played the game and had any remote competency for what is fun, I'm not even talking balance. Forget balance. I don't give a shit about balance. I'm not competitive. I don't care about that anymore. I'm talking about fun. Anybody would go, this isn't very fun. Back in the day, you used to go up to somebody and you used to wiggle left and right. That's what you did. He would shoot, you'd begin to wiggle, and he couldn't hit you. Now, there's a few things. You move like a truck, there's no wiggle left and right. If you do get hit, you're probably getting 1 shot down or 2 shot down. I've seen an Icy video. If you think I'm making this up, go and watch Icy's video. He's 2-shotting down people across War Machine. And there's no strafe. So when you go into a battle, what I tend to do is I tend to like look at someone, I see the cover, where do I want to go, and I start to move. There's no moving. I don't know if you guys have bumped into these people. Some people, I say, have the magic sauce. however their playstyle is, that whether they pre-active or move or however they do it, they one-shot down you. I've bumped into a group of PC players and Xbox players with certain names, which I won't say. Every single, again, I have the gameplay footage, every single kill was a one-shot down. And I'm not saying I was at point-blank range and I didn't get gibbed, I got downed. I'm saying, like, I'm a good distance away. I'm just one-shot downed. There are no shotgun fights in this game. There just are no shotgun fights in this game. You might think you're playing Gears Reloaded or Gears. This is not it, right? There are no shotgun fights in this game. All it is two-shot down hard aim simulator. If you dare go past the two-shot down distance, which, by the way, is across War Machine, I wish I was making this up. I'm not. The distance from two-shot down is crazy. If by some miracle you decide to get past that, you're going to bump into a few things. You're going to bump into every Tom, Dick and Harry, Lancering and Pistoling with no recoil, no lag, and the same damage from 2006, not understanding that in 2006, these things worked because of all the mitigating factors, lag, FPS, connections. All of those mitigating factors are gone now. We're on the best hardware we've ever been on. And nothing's changed. Like, think about this. If you're going to fuck with a 20-year-old game, what would you fuck with if you're a sensible person? I would say, okay, maybe we're going to have to lower the Lancer damage because people have got really good at this. What else could they fuck with? Let's make the game fun. Let's put torque bow headshots in the game. Let's do a server browser so people could play 15 rounds of canals if they want it. Like, they could fuck with it in many different ways. The way TC decided to fuck with this game, think about this, is they decided to make the shotgun, when you hit fire, I hadn't even got onto this, if you hit fire, it's random. It goes into random places. Did they add the Gears 5 shotgun indicator, which was the best change ever in Gears, by the way? I will say Gears 5 had a lot of good shit going for it. I'm not a salty hater. I will give praise where it's due and I will give critique where it's due. A lot of Gears 5 was really, really good. I've said that on the channel. They could have put the shotgun indicator in so new players understood how many shotgun pellets they've landed. No. Let's make the center screen shot really, really random, so back A's and hip... You ever seen a guy on the floor? I'm sure you have done. There's a guy on the floor and you just hit fire him and you just miss 2 times. And you're like, I am 99% sure I'm aimed at that guy and it just misses. Or you're up close and personal and you shoot the guy point blank and just nothing happens. Yeah, there's an element of randomness literally coded into the game that makes you miss. That's negated if you hard aim. Yeah. So I'm playing the game and here's how my emotions went. First day, well, it wasn't the most fun. It wasn't the most nostalgic, but it's nice to be playing a bit of Gears of War and it's pretty fun. And it's something a bit different. Game session 2 starts off exactly the same. And by the end of it, me and my friend say to each other, it's actually not very good, is it? We played Tyro Station. Now, the way you capture that downstairs hill is you come through the middle, down that flight of stairs. Every single time I ran down there, I got one shot downed. If I came through the stairs, because there's stairs there, I would either be lanced down or 2 people would hard aim the shotgun and I would go down. My entire experience last night with 4 hours of Gears of War Reloaded was literally being downed, one shot downed, or very, very occasionally I would bump into a sweaty stack that would get every single angle and Lancer and pistol me down. The game isn't fun. I'm not even talking about balance. Like, I'm not even trying to deep it and trying to say this is how the game should be, you know, whatever you want to call it. This is how the game should be balanced technically. I'm not even trying to say that. I'm genuinely not even caring about balance. I'm talking about fun. You guys want fun. You want a little bit of a nostalgic experience for a year before the next Gears comes out or Battlefield or whatever you're playing. And they literally decided to just say, let's put the Gears 6 title update shotgun in. It was about 2008. Again, nearly 20 years ago. I remember writing on a forum that the shotgun sniping across the map would like be the death of the game. How am I here playing Gears with a friend 20 years later going, yeah, same old shit? I'm not even I'm making this video for you guys, okay? Ultimately, my fucks to give a 0. You might think by watching the video I'm really, really pissed off and mad at I don't care. It's a bit of banter, it's a bit of jokes. I know you like to see me get a bit heated. I think it's funny. It's all a bit of banter. But ultimately, I don't really care. I could never play this game again, and it wouldn't affect me. Tomorrow they went, yeah, you can never play Gears Reloaded again. I'd say, well, I'm only been 2 shot down anyway, and there's no shotgun fights, and the game's pretty bad. You might say, but Z, you championed Gears 1. You loved Gears 1. It was great. Yeah, this isn't Gears 1. This isn't even Gears 1 remastered. This is Ultimate Edition remastered with a title update 6 Gears 2 shotgun. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. I'm actually amazed I'm making this video because here's what I expected from the game. I expected it to have modernized, styleless graphics. I expected it to be sharp and crisp, good connections, and it would be a mediocre product that I could play for a bit. I'm still lagging, by the way. We haven't even got into this. Anybody else? Just seeing characters sliding and disappearing and just vanishing, and they're just lagging like fucking anywhere. I can't seem to find a ping system on the PC, and God forbid you try to do something like wait for the guy to shoot. You know, you shoot where the guy hits the wall. That doesn't exist. You're probably getting killed before he's even hit the wall on your screen. There's no prediction. There's no strafing. There's no movement. There are no shotgun fights in this game. I want you to... I'll be honest with you guys, right? And call me a hater. 99% of people doing well in Gears Reloaded are probably trash. It's just the way it is. And if you're finding yourself struggling on the game and you feel like you're a semi-decent player and your playing experience is that I'm been downed a lot, I can't seem to get much flow going, I seem to be missing bullets in shotgun fights and back A's and hip fires, it's not you. I'm telling you, it's not you. It's the game. The game's bad, right? What's the one thing? Forget everything, right? Imagine this channel doesn't exist. I'm not a Gears 1 player. I'm a random guy. What's the one thing a player wants from their game? Consistency. It doesn't matter if TC decided that the shotgun shot up here in the top left every single time. You might say, oh, that's really stupid. Yeah, but if it always did that, you could practice for it. You could get used to it. A randomized center screen shotgun with a deformed spread, and then a cannon on a hard aim, and then all of the power weapons, which, by the way, I don't know. I don't know. For me, the Hammer of Dawn doesn't feel like the Hammer of Dawn. The torque bow is okay. The sniper feels very, very different. Like I explained, it feels like an Overwatch sniper that Widow uses. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't feel as weighty. The boom shot doesn't want to blow anybody up. Frag grenades do want to blow people up. I genuinely think frag grenades are better than boom shot. So that's an interesting one. There's obviously the lag, and you know, I played this game to just chill and have an experience. I am not bothered about being top of the leaderboard. I'm not bothered about being good at the game. If you bump into me and you beat me, I shake your hand and I'm just like, listen, I'm a bit older now. I'm not as good at the game. I still like to have I have the odd moment here and there, but when I see somebody fly, like I played a guy yesterday, and he had like the sweatiest character skin on possible, and every kill was just hyper bouncing everywhere, hard aim active, 2-shot down, 1-shot down, spotting. You could see him spinning around like somebody told him I was there, I was being lanced, and I was like, all right, fair play, you beat me. But it's not fun. And I'm actually disappointed because I genuinely am not finding the game fun. I don't find it gory. I just don't find the game impactful in any way. I genuinely, and you know, it might seem like, oh, you're just saying this to be a hater. I'm sure they could fix it, but hear me this. Remember when I made that launch rant all those years ago on Gears 5? It's like, do we really want to put up with all of that time waiting for patches and patches and patches? I can't be bothered with it again. I really can't be bothered waiting for these patches. Because it shouldn't need doing. TC shouldn't need telling that people don't want to be headshot from the top of War Machine stairs to frag grenades. That's just not what people want. And I'm not going to sit here and rant and rave and tell them how to fix it. I'm not doing that, right? I will vote with my air quotes feet. I don't think the game's very fun, and as a result, I'm going to play it a lot less than I thought I was going to. I think genuinely this is one of the worst, if not the worst, Gears multiplayers ever produced. And you might say, oh, well, it's Gears 1. How can you say that? It's so much better than Pride Flags in Gears 5 and this and that. Gears 5 is better than this. Gears 4 is better than this. Gears 3 is better than this. I would even say Gears 2 is better than this, because at least on Gears 2, you can sit there and lance a slow motion, whatever it's called, stop and power people down. It is a very, very slow game. You can tag grenades. You know, it's totally set up to be slow, so you know what you're getting. This is like really, really fast movement, really inaccurate shotgun, also a really accurate shotgun. And when I'm playing it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm playing here. I couldn't get into any flow. So, yeah, maybe I'm more pissed off because Manchester United just lost to Grimsby and the football club needs to be shut down. But I genuinely just wanted to play, you know, hear me out, right? I just genuinely wanted to play a bit of Gears just for a few days, just have a few shotgun fights and be like, that was fun. I can't even get that. Like, what are they doing? Whose bright idea was this balance?